And I don't want that on there. Even though we're going to be using corn, doesn't mean I have to cut my tomatoes up with my corn. Let's get that wiped out. You just have to clean as you go. You just have to clean as you go. Because we don't want to do any cross-contaminating. So I'm doing is coring out my tomato. I'm coring out the tomato because I'm going to be able to keep some nice thick slices. Nice and thick, look at that. Because I'm going to grill those too. I'm looking for color. And I'm going to keep that separate. And I have 2 tomatoes. And I might as well use it up. Right? Here we go. I want it nice and thick because the thicker the tomato, it'll hold up easier. And there's that little thing here. Trying to look cute and everything. A little bit, just incorporate a little bit of salt. Get it with some pepper. And can't forget my vinaigrette. Just put just a little drizzle on there. There we go. That's all I'm going to need. Okay. We are coming along here. Isn't that nice? I'm going to let that sit and let the flavors develop. And put this over here. Now, here comes the chef part in me. Not that I haven't been a chef at this all night long and having fun with it. Let's put that there, this here. You notice I've changed my boards. I have different colored boards under here. This board here is blue. It's going to be used for my meat. Okay, let's get the vegetables out of the way. Let's change gloves. I have this nice, beautiful pork tenderloin here. This is about 4 1/4 pounds. Nice size. So I've already taken it out of the package, but the tenderloin needs to be cleaned. So I'm just going to utilize this plate because when you purchase, since this is a holiday weekend, a lot of the meats are going to be on sale. Look at this tenderloin, isn't that gorgeous? If you don't want to use barbecue ribs or baby back ribs, you can always go to a pork tenderloin because it is so versatile. You can use it, stuff it, grill it, saute it as you cut it up. But today it's going to be a grilled item. It's quick and easy. A lot of people are utilizing. So all I'm going to do is tear off the membrane. Just pull it off. And I like to use a stiff knife, boning knife with this. It's everyone's personal preference. You cannot cook with this membrane on there because it's going to draw the meat up. Okay? So those are the things, those little tedious things that you have to do, but you want the quality of your meat to come through. So you're going to have to do a little handwork with your meat. Meaning, take the membrane off and take off this silver skin. This silver skin will have your meat drawn up and tough as well. So this is another thing that has to come off. So you see how that is? You can't cook with that. Don't let anybody tell you can because you can't. Okay? So take the tip of your knife. This is Meat 101, Meat Fab 101. The tip of your knife. Insert it under that silver skin. To get a little piece of it, a little tail of it. Okay? My hand's in the way. I'm going to describe it to you because the glove's in the way and you won't be able to see. And just take it and pull it. Some people just like to get in there and just cut it. And it's everybody's personal preference on how they do this. But I like to get in there because I don't like these big gashes in my meat. If I'm going to spend my money on my meat, I don't want all these gashes in there. If you're going to do all that, that means that you're basically destroying the cut. So get it in here. It's a little slippery. And just pull. Just pull it to get that silver skin off. This is what it is called. It's just a protection where the bone lies. Because this tenderloin rests underneath the rib cage of the hog. Those beautiful baby back ribs that you are going to be enjoying. Well, this tenderloin is right next underneath it. And the reason why it's so tender because it does not move, because where it lies in the body, and it does have good flavor. It's marbled. This one isn't the same as you would be doing with a beef tenderloin. So it has some fat in it, but you want that fat because if you don't have any kind of fat in your meat is going to quickly dry out. And that is something that you don't want. Why spend all the money on some meat and it's going to be dry? It has no flavor. And then you would feel like, you wasted your money. This is going to be cooked till it's done. It takes a minute. This is something that comes with time and experience and a little bit of patience. You see, I'm mostly using the tip of my knife to clean up my pork tenderloin because I don't want gashes in there. You know, be digging all in the meat. That doesn't make sense to be digging in your meat. See how smooth that is? I don't have, we're almost there though. I have to turn it around because when I'm working with my left hand, I have to have everything facing the opposite of me because I want to get this and just pull. There we go. Let the meat let that silver skin be its guide. Almost there. Just have a little bit more to go. And it's going to be grilled whole. Just a little bit more. I'll keep some of the fat on there, but I'm aiming at just getting a lot of that silver skin off. That's a little bit of fat. So fat is flavor. You want to have some flavor on there. Okay. Look at that. I get a little fussy about when I do my tenderloins. I want to make sure I get as much of silver skin off of there as possible so you won't have your meat drawn up. So, go to the flip side of it, see where we are. Let's get a little bit more of that little off of there. That is the part that's going to make your meat chewy. And you think that you have a poor quality cut of meat, and you don't. It's just, you didn't get all the silver skin off. So I won't be too anal about this, I promise. I promise. Let's get as much off as possible. That looks good. Isn't that pretty? Just a little bit more. That's more, just a spat up here and a little bit of the membrane. Okay, I promise to let this go. I'm done. Because if I don't, I'll be getting a nitpicky and getting all that off of there. Okay, so let's take off the glove. Set that there. Throw this away. Season it. Hit it with some salt and pepper. Look at that. That is awesome. You can work with this whole, or you can take this and butterfly it if you're in a hurry. Let's go with it. But we're not in a hurry. Depending on the size of your grill, that's the main thing. See, I wanted to keep a little bit. I see a little bit more silver skin in there. That's the chef in me. Oops, cut it up just a little bit. All right, that looks good. So, because of the size of the grill, I'm just going to cut this in half. So see, since I've already set aside my vinaigrette that I'm utilizing for my salad, I'm going to let this just, put this in here. Let it sit there for a few minutes. And pick up this flavor. I'm aiming at picking up this flavor. This is a wonderful, wonderful. You can marinate this overnight. You can make this 2 days ahead of time. Get that there. Let's get a little soap here. Just want to wash my hands. Now it's grilling time. It is grilling time. So in the food service industry, the term mise en place, I have on my mise en place. Look at that. Ain't that a beautiful cut? Nice and simple. Just let it pick up the flavors that I have made with my vinegar.